to chair these breakout sessions. And first, I would like to explain a bit about the rule. For one sessions, we have only 15 minutes and 10 minutes, the most for the presentation, another 5 minutes for the Q&A sessions. I hope every participants or every authors or presenters could follow the regulation, the rule of this breakout room. Okay, without overdue, I think so. We will start these sessions, and I will call Dr. Nuraini Juno to make a presentation for his her papers with a topic of scientometric analysis. The floor is yours, Dr. Nuraini Juno.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Slide, I share or host share? Slide, I share.
Okay, Dr. Nuraini, if the time is already up, and I will.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to the Honorable Panel of Director, Chairperson, and distinguished guests. My name is Dr. Naraini Juno. Today, on behalf of my research team from UC Technology Mara, Malaysia, and our collaborator from UC Islam Sultan Sharif Ali, I am privileged to present our research title, A Scientometric Analysis of Spiritual Well-being in the Age of Ethical Intelligence. As ethical intelligence continues to reshape every aspect of human life, our study takes a macro level, scientific look at how global literature has mapped the intersection between human spirituality and digital technology over the past decade. Okay, so to guide our discussion today, my presentation is structured into 5 core sections. First, I will introduce the background and objective of our research. Second, I will explain the data collection and methodology. Third, I will present the research mapping results. Fourth, I will share our key discussion point. And finally, I will conclude with critical recommendation for future studies. So let us begin with the introduction. In this era of rapid technological advancement, global discussions surrounding artificial intelligence often revolve around productivity, economy, efficiency, and technical capabilities. However, a highly critical yet underexplored dimension is its impact on the spiritual well-being of humanity. As AI tools increasingly influence how we work, learn, and even interact, understanding the human spirit in relation to technology is more urgent than ever. Therefore, the primary objective of this study to systematically map global research on AI and its relationship with spiritual well-being. By doing so, we aim to uncover the intellectual landscape and see where human consciousness meets ethical intelligence in modern research. Okay, next slide. Data and method. To achieve a robust and objective mapping, we utilize scientific review method. Here is how we process the data. First, database and time frame. We retire our literature from the Web of Science collection, covering a 10-year span from 2016 to 2025. And search string, we combine technology-related terms like artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and digital learning with spirituality terms like spirituality and spiritual well-being. Refinement, additional keyword, search yield 269 document after applying strict inclusion criteria. Limiting the selection to peer-reviewed journal, article, and reviews, we finalize a data set of 182 highly relevant documents. And then analyze a tool. We analyze publication trend, top publishing countries, institution, active discipline, and key occurring network. To visual this complex dataset, we use two powerful scientometric software package as WOS Viewer and BiblioShiny. Now, let us delve into the mapping result. First, looking at the annual trend, we observe a steady growth in publication with a highly notable surge post-COVID-19. This visual trend on our global overview indicates an accelerating academic agency to address internal peace and superior resilience as digital resilience grows globally. Okay, moving to next slide, we look at the top publishing institution and top disciplines. This field is remarkable multifaceted. The dominant disciplines contributing to the intersection are computer science, ethics, psychology, and religious studies. Our analysis shows that the leading publishing institutions are heavily deriving by multidisciplinary research center. And next slide, we highlight the top site author and top publisher countries. The geographical distribution shows that the research is predominantly concentrated in developed nations like US and Western Europe, where advanced AI infrastructure is most heavily integrated. Okay, the top site authors shown here represent the intellectual pillar driving the conservation. And next slide, we present the most global site document and most frequent keywords. The foundational papers primarily focus on digital ethics and technology mediate post-rural care. Furthermore, our keyword analysis reveals distinct thematic clusters. Keyword like mental health, ethics, and technological abduction strongly co-occur with spiritual well-being, proving that in the global research, digital spirituality is deeply intertwined with psychological wellness. Okay, next slide. Based on our mapping, we arrive at 5 better discussion points that define the current state of this field. Okay, first, an interdisciplinary field. Research on AI and spiritual well-being is no longer restricted to technology, to theology of religious department. It's a highly dynamic, cross-disciplinary space requiring insight from psychology, sociology, and computer science. Third, culturally anchored, much of the exciting literature remains deeply anchored in culturally grounded and community-based framework. This means spirituality is still heavily interpreted through localized cultural lenses. And then an emerging topic, why using AI application to foster spiritual well-being is a fascinating frontier. It is still an emerging topic and has not yet become central to mainstream global AI development. And low level of international collaboration, this is a key finding. The current research landscape is highly regionalized. There is very little cross-border collaboration, meaning researchers are working in silos. Lastly, a formative stage. Overall, the field is in its formative stage. It has established a strong foundation in cultural and AI-mediated approach, but it requires much broader global engagement and more cross-cultural comparative study to mature. Lastly, conclusion and recommendation. In conclusion, our scientometric review successfully clarified the intellectual structure of research addressing artificial intelligence and spiritual well-being. To proper this critical field forward, we propose three key recommendations. First, we need more inclusive geographical representation. And second, we urge strong cross-disciplinary collaboration. And third, we must develop integrative framework. So if managed ethically and holistically, AI does not have to distance us from our spirituality. rather it can be designed to support and enable to a more balanced, spiritually sound human experience. So that conclude our presentation today. Thank you for very much for your time and kind attention. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Nuraini Juno. I think 10 minutes is sharp, very sharp, very good. Okay, now I would like to call from the floor. There is any questions to the Nuraini Juno, Dr. Nuraini? Oh, still quite silent. No one from
Okay.
the floor? Okay, before there is maybe from the floor, I have one questions for you, Doctor. From you mentions, especially in the recommendations of your study, for that future research would benefit from the stronger cross-disciplinary collaboration. Could you give an example of this, or could you more elaborate on this recommendation?
Okay. First, we need more inclusive representation. Future research must capture research from diverse regions, particularly Asia and Islamic world, which possess deep-seated traditional framework of spiritual wellness. For cross-disciplinary collaboration, we need maybe we need AI developer and computer scientists to actively dialogue and co-author papers with humanities and spiritual scholar, and then develop integrative framework. Maybe we need models that safety connect technological innovation with spiritual well-being, ensuring technology serves to elevate humanity, not dehumanize it. Okay.
Okay, in that case, you still have a lot of another work after this, yeah, to continue the research. And for I think, is there any question from the floor?
Clear not?
They're still sleeping, probably. Okay. I think if there is no question from the floor, I just would like to ask you one question, the last questions. When you make this research, what is actually your concern, your limitations, your main limitation for this study, and then how you address it?
Okay, combine technology related term artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning with spirituality and spiritual well-being. Just two words in this combine it is the limits.
Oh, okay. In that case, if there is another study, maybe a different result.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for the very good presentation and also discussion, Dr. Naraini.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank
Okay.
you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I would like to call the next presentations. Ms. Jahida Fariha, if I'm not mistaken.
Good morning. Assalamualaikum and good morning, Prof. I will start now, okay?
Yes.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Mr. and Mrs. Chairperson. First of all, I would like to thank you for an opportunity given to me to present today. My name is Zahidatul Fariha binti Zakaria. And on behalf of my co-authors, Nur Suzana binti Osman and Ibrahim bin Abu Bakar, we are from International Islamic University of Malaysia. Pleased to present our study entitled Home-Based Food Businesses Questionnaire Development, Expert Review Approach and Content Validation Index Analysis. Presentations, I will briefly discuss the background of the study, the questionnaire development process, and the findings from the expert review and content validity content validity analysis. Prof, I have problem. I cannot do next. All right. Okay. Sorry. Okay. For this background of this study, home-based food businesses, which we acronym as AicE-Bs, or small-scale operations utilizing domestic kitchens like our homes and residential equipment to supply food to small communities and schools, especially in suburban area.
Excuse me.
Okay.
The screen is not moving.
I'm
Have
I'm on the second slide now.
Oh, but in my screen it's not moving. Okay.
Now moving.
No.
Mine is second slide now.
Yeah, you are in the second part. That's okay. Is it the floor
Not moving.
and the community and
Not
Dr.
moving.
Nuraini have
Not
new
moving.
slide?
Yeah,
Not moving.
I do.
Okay. Now it's moving. Now
I
it's
have-
moving. Okay.
Share apa?
Okay.
Slide. View.
Yeah, view. I'm in viewing mode now.
Okay. It's now moving now, but it's
Okay.
not full. Not full
screen.
Full screen.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Okay, now it's the full
But-
screen.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
No,
If you proceed. That's okay.
It's not the full. If it's not the full screen, can you put on the full
Yeah.
screen?
Yes,
It's
this is
not-
full screen now. Mine is
not-
full screen
No.
now.
Can you press on the bottom?
Yeah.
Bottom,
Yeah. Yes. I'm in full screen mode now.
It's not on the screen.
Shall I pause or shall I restart?
No,
No.
yeah, you start. You proceed. Don't worry. You proceed. I think
Okay.
it's okay.
Accelerated. I think I have to make this one. Okay. Accelerated globally by the COVID-19 pandemic, this economic gig market offers flexible working hours and essential household income. However, due to food safety concerns for private residences, the Ministry of Health lacks the procedures necessary to perform standard commercial inspections. Prior to this study, show a critical execution gap. Food handlers exhibit a very high knowledge threshold, around 97.5%, that fails to align with the positive behavioral practices as highlighted by Fauzi and Abdul Muttalib 2021. So how do we do this? We want to develop questionnaire with experts review opinion. So we provide them with a list of questionnaire with 733 items categorized as domain 1 until domain 5, where to look for relevancy, clarity, and suitability, and measured by 4 Likert scales. If the following values of 3 and 4 were computed as valid 1 based on Polit 2006 and 2007, while if the Likert scales put as 1 and 2 classified as invalid, which is 0. Okay. Who are the expert panel profiles? They are the 7 panels expert to conduct this review from Ministry of Health. 4 of them food technologies, and 3 of them public health inspector with minimum 1 year experience with health department. And age and race were excluded as non-relevant factors. So how do we compute all this content validation index? First, we have to look for the items CVI. If the result is more or equal to 0.78, it is called as proper. It is considered as appropriate. While if the ICVI is below 0.78, we will revise the questionnaire back, and we compute the probability of chance agreement, and finalize with modified KEPA formulas. And the result of modified KEPA as highlighted by Zamzadeh et al. 2015 If it is more than 7, it is more than 0.4, considered as fair, good, and excellent. While if the result is less than 0.4, we consider as poor, and we will bye-bye it and eliminate the questionnaire. Fair, good, excellent still accepted, based on Zamzadi et al. So how's the results? Okay, for the relevancy, we found out for the domain 1 until domain 5, since the items are too many, 3 item range is in the categories, and we found out that domain number 2, question number 13, item number 13, the modified kappa range was 0.214 until 1. However, for the clarity, those domains match with the acceptable range, modified kappa, which is 0.410 until 1. And for the suitability, the results also match with the modified kappa range, 0.410 until 1, and it is accepted. So based on our finding just now, 73 items, only 1 items we plan to remove after validity computed, which is item number 13. The modified kappa is less than 0.4. So decisions, we plan to delete and remove those questionnaire. From the 7 experts, we found out that 4 experts gave quiet good feedback, and we plan to apply it to rephrase those questionnaires. So all these questionnaire computed for further study, and as a conclusions, those validated questionnaires are suitable for assessing food safety practices among home-based food businesses. And those validated questionnaire for the 72 items instruments, we plan to proceed to phase validation review blocks. Without further ado, I think I end up my presentations. Thank you so much for your attentions.
Okay, thank you for the presentation, Ms. Jahidatul Farihah
Yeah, I was
Zakaria.
I was ready because the slides not moving, but my slides moving here, so I have to.
Yeah, but that's okay. The slide is moving now, and then but it's not full screen. That's okay. I think very the presentation is very fast.
Yeah,
But that's
very
fine. Very fast. Okay. Is there any question from the floor? Please give one question. I think still very early in the morning. Yeah? No. Okay. Before there is a before question from the floor, I would like to I think to ask you one question. When you make this study, especially when you develop the questionnaire for this study, what is actually the most challenging part when you develop the questionnaire and also make this study? Is there any part that actually you find most challenging when develop this questionnaire and validated this questionnaire?
Okay, thank you for that question, Prof. Okay,
Yes.
when I began to develop this questionnaire together with my team, my supervisor, I found out that
Yes.
okay, I'm concerned with food safety. But food safety our food safety usually practice in commercial area, but this one we focus on home based area, home based as a food operations. for food processing. So the questionnaire for food commercial versus home-based food processing, actually we couldn't say it is almost similar because the rules and regulations are not the same. Let's say if I give questionnaire about the one of my questionnaire, I try to develop about what is the local authority perceptions. Do you get the local authority perceptions? I found out those questionnaire is actually not understood by the expert review because we don't live with the same rules and regulations, local authority versus the federal's rules and regulations. So I want to make them. I want to know: is there any local authority blessing if you want to make this food operation at home? But those questions wouldn't be answered by them because they said our rules and regulations are not the same with the commercials. So home is actually for residential area, not for food processing or commercials aims. Yes, activities. So that's the one thing that I believe it was quite hard. And yes, I try to give them the questionnaire. I try my best. So they still I found out that okay, 7 of them majority give me the lowest rank because they said not suitable and not applicable. And I think the best thing is to remove and not to go depth into it because I have 72 items to validate after this, right? So I think one remove is considered as good compared to more than one. So 72 items should be okay.
Okay, that's very. I think you already test the questionnaire and then okay, that's the most challenging that I think. And then relate, yeah, I think that's relate to your result because one items you have to remove because that's not match, yeah. Okay, I once again I would like to call from the floor. Is there any question from the floor? Still no one. Okay, okay. I give one more. Just this is a brief idea. After you already develop and also make a validated this questionnaire, and what is actually your future research after this?
For this
Your
one,
future, yeah.
for this one, actually, Prof, I have three. I have three objectives to look for. One is the operation home-based food operations. Actually, for the traceability, once the home-based for production for food safety is done, I will proceed with the selling points. How the selling point about this home-based food product in the market. Then we will see what is the consumer perception about the home-based food production sold in the market. We want to see the food safety perceptions at the selling point, practices at the selling point. Besides that, we want to look for the consumer perceptions about the home-based food businesses that sold in the market because we want to test how do they perceive the food safety among these 3 points: home base, selling point, and the consumers.
Okay, thank you. I think that's a very good response, and I think
Thank you
it's
so
also very good
much.
study.
Sorry
I hope that your study will be more further on this field.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you so much. Thank you
Yeah.
so much,
Okay.
Prof.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much, Jahidatul Faria. Oh, okay. Dr. Ajila is not present, then.
Right.
And then you Nancy Laful Tulo.
Correct, Prof.
Yeah. Okay. I give you a floor. 10 minutes for the presentations, and then after that we go to the Q&A. Okay, the floor is yours, Nancy.
All right, thank you, Prof. Nur Liza Horas.
Hello.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nancy Laputulo. I'm here on behalf of Dr. Azila. She's not here because there's another thing that she should attend this morning. Right, thank you for the opportunity to present the research for today. The presentation is entitled Beyond Price Advantage, Shopping Experience and Value Perception in Malaysian Duty-Free Island. In simple terms, this study examines shopping tourism in Langkawi. It does not only focus on the low prices or duty-free products. It also looks at how tourists feel when they shop and what kind of experience they have and how they see the value of shopping during the holiday. So the main idea of this study is that shopping tourism is not only about buying product, it's also about experience. Right.
Could you make the screen full? Yes, okay.
Okay. Right, this slide show that how shopping tourism has changed over the time. In the past, shopping was mainly seen as a transaction. Tourists buy product because they needed them or because they wanted souvenir. Later, shopping become a part of destination attraction, which is tourists were interested in variety of product, good price, and easy access to shopping area. Today, shopping has become part of the tourist experience. Tourists do not only want to buy a thing, they also want to enjoy the atmosphere, feel relaxed, and have a memorable experience. So in shopping tourism, the question is not only what do tourists buy, but also how do tourists feel when they shop. Right. Langkawi has been known as a duty-free island since 1987. Because of this status, Langkawi has become one of the most popular shopping destinations in Malaysia. Many tourists come to Langkawi to buy a product such as chocolate, perfume, cloth, and household items. Previous study mostly focus on economic factor such as lower price, product availability, and accessibility. However, there is still limited discussion about tourists' emotional experience when shopping in Langkawi. For example, do tourists feel happy or do they feel relaxed? Do shopping become part of their holiday experience? Therefore, this study aims to explore the shopping behavior and experience perception of domestic tourists in Langkawi. The study focused on two main values, functional and emotional. Right, this study used a qualitative approach. The data will collect through interview with 15 domestic tourists who had recently stopped in Langkawi. The interview were conducted at the main entry and exit point, namely Kuala Perlis Jetty and Kuala Kedah Jetty. This study used semi-structured interview. Each interview took around 20 to 30 minutes. The question focused on tourist shopping motivation, product preference, and their feeling during the shopping experience. After that, the data were analyzed using thematic analysis. The method helped researchers to identify important theme from the interview data. The main focus of the analysis was on the utilitarian value and hedonic value. Right, and this slide also explain the first main finding, which utilitarian value. Utilitarian value means practical value. It related to practical benefit tourists gain from shopping. There are three important points here. The first point is price. Tourists compare price in Langkawi, which price in their home, with price in their hometown. Because Langkawi offer duty-free product, many tourists feel that they can save money. The second point is product availability. Tourists look for popular products such as chocolate, perfume, clothes, and kitchenware. The third point is accessibility. Tourists prefer shopping places that are easy to reach, close to tourist area, and convenient to visit. For many tourists, this practical benefit become the main reason why they shop in Langkawi. So we can say that utilitarian value is the first factor that attract tourists to shop. The second main finding is hedonic value. Hedonic value is related to emotion, enjoyment, relaxation, and pleasure. In this study, tourists said that shopping in Langkawi was not only about buying product, it also about enjoying the moment. There are three important aspects of hedonic value. The first aspect is emotional and relaxation. Tourists feel that shopping in Langkawi is more relaxed than in busy city. The second aspect is holiday integration. Shopping is connected with other holiday activity, such as visiting beaches, eating with family, and exploring tourist attraction. The third aspect of this hedonic value is family bonding. Some tourists enjoy shopping because they can spend time with family, then choosing gift together, also create memories. So shopping in Langkawi become more than buying activity, it become part of a pleasant holiday experience. Right. Shopping behavior can be understood in the term of two main value. The first value is utilitarian value. This value is rational and practical. It includes low price, saving, easy access, efficiency, and product variety. The second value is hedonic value. As we mentioned before, this value is emotional and experiential. It include enjoyment, relaxation, good atmosphere, friendly service, and social connection. Both value are important, but they play a different role, of course. Utilitarian value can attract tourists to come and shop. However, hedonic value can make tourists feel satisfied and emotional connecting to the destination. This means that successful shopping destinations should not only offer lower price, it's also create good enjoyment shopping experience. Right, there's two more important elements. The first element is duty-free price advantage. This the functional benefit that attract tourists in Langkawi. The second element is tourist experience. This include leisure, family time, and relaxation and enjoyment moment during the trip. When these two elements work together, Langkawi become more than just a place to buy a lower price product. It's become a destination where tourists can shop, relax, enjoy their holiday, and create memory. One important point from this presentation that duty-free price might
Excuse
bring
me.
tourists
Can,
to the
can you go to
island,
the
but emotional
conclusion?
experience makes they come back to the island. Right, the strategy for implication to the tourist sector, based on the finding, there are several important implications of tourism stakeholder. First is retail space should be improved. Shopping area need to be comfortable, attractive, and more move around. Good service also important, especially during peak season. Second one is shopping should not connect with the other tourism activity. For example, shopping combined with food, based sightseeing, and family activity. The third one is destination branding should be strengthened. Langkawi should not only be promoted as a place for lower price shopping, it also be promoted as a
Okay.
destination for enjoyable and memorable shopping experience. By doing this, Langkawi can attract tourists not only to visit one but also return in the future.
Okay. Thank you. The
Right.
time is
thank,
already.
thank you, Doctor. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's okay, but the time is already. Okay. Thank you very much for the presentations. It's very good research. Yeah. Very interesting. Is there any questions from the floor? I hope that there is a question from the floor. Maybe Dr. Noraini or Pariza. Is there any questions? Maybe Sindu, or Miss Sindu or Riaju Aksan. Is that any question?
Still early in the morning, Prof. Sorry.
No.
Prof, I am from Korea. I'm sitting in Korea.
Yes?
But it's all good.
You want to give a question?
No, it's okay.
Dr. Riaju?
It's
Okay. No. Why all the participants silence? Okay, I think this is a very good research here, but I would like to answer questions. After you study about the Langkawi case, what is actually most important things to enhance the destination competitiveness after study? Whether we have to proceed with this to approach to value approach. One is a utilitarian value or hedonic value. Because I think if when you start develop the destination, you will go first through the utilitarian value. And in this case, what is actually you find out about this approach?
All right. Thank you for the.
Prof, there's an echo from your phone.
All right. Thank you for the question, Prof. Nurliza. Right. As I mentioned before, Langkawi is the most duty-free island that everyone can buy. In this study, we're not talking about the only for the lower price that have on Langkawi Island. It also the discussion that the finding that we have that tourists can enjoy all the experience, inclusive the emotional experience when they shopping in Langkawi. That's make they only for the memorable experience, they will come back to Langkawi again. That's will make profit for the income of the island also.
Okay. I think is there any questions? Maybe from the floor?
Do we still have an
Okay.
echo?
I think if there is
It
no
must be done
questions
now.
from the floor,
that's
I
better,
would
yeah.
like to close the session for Nancy Napotulo. I think the research is very interesting, Dr. Nancy. Okay, thank you very much for your presentations. And say hello to Azmi.
All right, thank you so much,
Okay.
Prof. Nurliza. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Okay, thank you very much. I now I would like to call Miss I would like to call Miss Sindu Selvanathan. I already see you already available in the platform. Okay. For this sessions, we give you 10 minutes for the presentation. Miss Sindu, the floor is yours.
Good morning. I'm Madhu. Together with me is Sindhu and Wingjin. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Prof. Good
Sorry.
morning. Yeah, it's all right. It's just that we are
You
taking.
will make a presentation, Miss Madhu Bala.
No, we are
Yeah.
going to take turns. We are co-presenters for today's session.
Okay.
Right.
The
So
floor
I'm
is yours.
beginning.
10 minutes for
Yeah,
you.
thank you. Thank you. So
All
I'm
right,
beginning. I'm beginning the presentation first, followed by Wengjing, and Wengjing's from China, and Sindhu will continue with the rest. Yeah, Prof. So let me begin. The title of our presentation is Child-Led Learning and Framework for Developing Holistic Children. All right. I'm going to begin with the introduction, where we're looking at three main aspects. That's the educational shift, holistic development, and policy mandate. Obviously, Malaysia and early childhood education generally has gone through a phase of global pedagogical transformation, moving from teacher-centered led instructions to child-centered learning, self-directed inquiry. And we move towards holistic development of outdoor childlike learning, which is identified as a critical driver for holistic development to foster physical, emotional, and social resilience, which is necessary for lifelong learning. The policy mandate in Malaysia recently, there has been a transformation in the curriculum, which is now known as KP26, a revised curriculum that now looks at the transition of mandating towards play-based flexible learning environments as a national standard aligned with SDG 4 for quality education standards. Taking this from the aspects, we looked at the problem statements currently, is that despite the fact that this new policy curriculum has been implemented and it's mandatory for child-led learning, its implementation remains inconsistent. Based on our observations, we've gone around to a few preschools and we find the implementation still remains inconsistent across some of the preschools. The absence of the operational framework to help preschool teachers bridge this gap between the policy of the new curriculum and the reality. And there lacks an evidence-based framework designed specifically for Malaysian urban preschool landscape. So these are the problems as led to us coming up with the study. So now Wengjing is going to continue the next two presentation slides. Over to you, Wengjing.
Okay. The research aims to develop a child-led learning framework that supports children's holistic development within the Malaysian Preschool Curriculum 2026 that aligns with SDG 4 on quality education. The two research objectives addressed are to identify the challenges teachers face when implementing outdoor child-led learning in preschools, as well as the strategies they use to manage these challenges. To explore the three key aspects of teacher agency, spatial, pedagogical, and social that help teachers facilitate outdoor child-led learning effectively in line with the Malaysian Preschool Curriculum 2026. The findings from these objectives will contribute to the development of the proposed child-led learning framework. Two theories underpin this study: Breuner's ecological systems theory and Vygotsky's John on proximal development. Breuner's theory explains how different environments influence children's learning. The microsystem refers to the immediate outdoor learning environment where children explore and learn. The mesosystem refers to the connection between preschool and home, including parents' involvement and expectations. The macrosystem refers to larger influences, such as the Malaysian Preschool Curriculum 2026 and education policies. Vygotsky's ZPD, where teachers scaffold children's learning from being dependent to independent learners. Together, these theories show that curriculum policies, support from families, and teachers' guidance all play an important role in promoting outdoor child-led learning. Thank you. Okay, Sing Du.
All right. This study used a qualitative research design. The purpose was to explore teachers' experiences implementing child-led outdoor learning, challenges they encounter, and the strategies they use to overcome those challenges. This study used purposive sampling, involved 12 private preschool teachers. Participants had 5 to 10 years of teaching experience in preschool setting. All the participants were from Klang Valley. Data collected through semi-structured online interviews allowed the teachers to share their experiences and also perspective. The interview data analyzed using systematic thematic analysis, and Vivo software was used to organize and code the data. Teams were generated based on the recurring patterns in participants' responses. 5 major challenges were identified from the interviews. Those challenges affected the teacher's ability to implement child-led outdoor learning effectively. First is environmental, urban space constraints, uneven ground, and the weather. It sometimes is heavy rain, sometimes is so hot. Next is the academic pressure, strong emphasis on academic achievement, pressure to complete the syllabus, preparation to year 1. Parents often prioritize classroom-based academic learning, and outdoor learning is sometimes viewed as less important. Third is safety and supervision. Difficulty to monitor all the children outdoors, presence of blind spots, concerns about falls and injuries, and teachers felt responsible for ensuring the children's safety at all the times. Fourth is resource limits. Rapid tool degradation due to sun or rain, budget cuts preventing replacement. Fifth is behavioral conflict. Children frequently compete for limited resources. Disagreement and conflicts arise during play, and teachers often need to intervene instead of facilitating their learning. To manage their classroom environments, teachers implement several strategies. First, they use intentional design using rotational systems and activity zones such as blocks, area or sand play area to manage flow in small areas. Second is collaborative support, brainstorming with peers to share collective wisdom and manage fearful children. Third is cognitive scaffolding, using open-ended questioning techniques to guide inquiry without hijacking child's autonomy. Finally, they maintain safety routines by pre-playing and modeling behaviors to front-load behavioral instructions before the activities begin. Based on these findings, we propose a framework focused on holistic child development, aiming for long-term sustainability and the objective of SGD4, which is quality education. The framework is built on 3 pillars: environment focusing on special agency, including the intentional learning zones, rotational system, and resource mobilization. Second is for pedagogy, focusing on scaffolded autonomy, specifically scaffolded autonomy, open-ended questioning, and ZPD coaching. Thirdly, community focuses on social agency involving stakeholder trust, parent alignment, and integration with the Malaysian New Preschool Curriculum, which is KP 2026. At the center of the framework is the holistic child, addressing SGD4 and autonomy compliance. In conclusion, outdoor child learning supports holistic development, but teachers require strong professional agency. Environmental and institutional barriers still exist. The recommendations are to improve the outdoor facilities, strengthen parents' school communication, provide teacher training on KP 2026, and expand future research to the rural areas instead of focusing on the cities.
These are our recommendations for future research.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prof. We are done with our slides.
Okay, thank you. This is very good research, especially the presenters. There is 3 presenters and 10 minutes. That's very good.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there any question from the floor? I hope there is a question from the floor, because for the whole session, I hope that there is a question from the floor. Maybe from Sindhu or from not Sindhu. Sindhu is the presenter. Maybe from the Nancy or from Dr. Nuraini, or maybe another participant. No, there is no questions. Oh, okay. Okay, I have to give you maybe one question or another question, or maybe not question, maybe comment. A question probably. Okay, I think after you already make this study, you find out that the approach of holistic is very still very difficult to implement. Yeah, according to this this research.
Yes.
And but you already also find out that one key point that to make it more faster, these implementations for the holistic development for this learning skill of this the child. Yeah. And one is actually the outdoor facilities. I think this is a very good what you call recommendation that maybe you could pass forward to the others agencies. The agencies relate to this child learning process. Yeah. I think this is one of the things that I think is very good for this findings from this research. But I'm a bit questionable about what do you think that how transferable your findings to other contexts. I understand that you already you already make a recommendation that you future research in the rural setting, but I still want you to to get your ideas, your view for these findings. You still have you already is very sure that you don't want to check it to another context in urban, because you have one place that you test
Yes.
this one. What do you
Yes.
think,
Yeah, sure. Thanks,
Ms.
Prof.
Madhuban?
Yeah, thank you, Prof. Yes, this study is very limited within one area, and
Yes.
expanding it will definitely help us to expand the generalizability of the framework, right? So the future work is, like you mentioned, we want to look at other settings, but because this is very Malaysian context based because of the curriculum that's recently introduced in Malaysia. And
Yes.
from the implementation observations that we had gone through at the schools, we noticed the disparity between the mandatory policy and the reality in the preschools. And this is very Malaysian-based context due to the curriculum change. But I'm not so sure whether in Indonesia or elsewhere this would apply, because it depends on the curriculum. But generally, I would think when you're looking at holistic development of a child, the three pillars that we have highlighted can be expanded and adapted to different contexts in different countries. Because all preschools generally we would like to develop children that are holistic in nature, being able to be resilient emotionally, cognitively, and physically. So this does not apply to only preschools that are with normal kids. It may even apply to preschools that deal with autistic and special needs as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so. Maybe that's one of the also very good research. Yeah.
Thank you.
And future research, not only for the I think for the rural setting, but also in a urban, but in the different context.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think this is very good presentation and also research, because this is regarding about this child led learning systems, and I think I would like to thanks the team of Ms. Madhu. Madhu Bala.
Wow, Madhu, honey.
Madhu, honey. Madhu is honey. Okay.
Yes, Prof.
Okay. Thank you for the teams, because
Thank
this
you,
is the
Prof.
first time that three persons make a presentation, but in the 10 minutes time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. And now I would like to call the next presentation with the presenter. I think Hailey from Japan.
No, Prof.
Okay. Yes.
It's not Harry. It's me again.
You again.
It's my
Yeah.
turn.
Okay. Slideshow,
wait.
please.
Yeah, I know. Is it okay now?
No.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Yes.
The TKLM, yeah. It's not the one that spatial mobility. That's okay. All right then.
Prof, are we okay to go?
Yes. You could go.
Right.
I have excuse me. I have another one. Presenters. Yeah, is Haley. Yeah, is that number 6? Normally is Haley is actually okay. You proceed after this. Haley will be with us.
So shall we begin or?
Yes.
All
I
right.
think that's okay because
Okay.
you already make a present.
Oh.
Just hold on a second. I would like to ask Prof.
I thought
Prof.
it's
Yusuf.
based on the schedule that we noticed. Are we supposed
you are the number 5, yeah? Is that okay? That's all right. All right, Madhu, please proceed with the presentation.
Okay. Right. Right. Good morning again, Prof. So
Yes.
there are three of us, Tu and Wang, and myself. So our title is of this paper is on universal design learning based support, where we would like to propose this TKYM model for Malaysian autistic centered inclusion centers. All right. So our key terms are at the bottom there. So why TKYM? All right. The need, because we found that based on our observations, literature review, and the current situation, that in preschools, in schools where special needs are run, teachers, there's no particular pedagogical training because some teachers lack autism specific UDL informed skills, right? This is all again based on observations and this issue of compliance over inclusion, because behavioral compliance is prioritized over social and identity needs. So it looks like this the focus appears to be more on behavior. And there's no systematic framework that is based on no UDL implementation model for Malaysian PPKI settings. The other issue that we found is policy versus practice gap, similar to the one we presented yesterday. Zero reject policy in 2018, which is a commendable commitment. However, there's no pedagogical framework. Malaysian blueprint, we should have included the more recent one. However, it's about the same of infrastructure investment. That's not seen in classroom transformation. It's not followed through. SDG 4 and 10, the right-based obligations. However, policy intent outpaces classroom reality. There are 6641 schools that has PP1 in 2023, but enrollment does not include quality inclusion. So these are the issues that we have at the moment. So the research aim is to present a conceptual architecture of the TKYM model. We're looking at validating it through different personnels. The personnel are related to teaching and the therapists. So objectives begins with the synthesis of literature. We looked at the UDL research in autism inclusive settings and the Malaysian policy context. The second was therefore thereafter to establish a theoretical foundation for the model across UDL 3.0 neurodiversity affirming and the rights-based frameworks. Based on this objectives 1 and 2, we articulating objective number 3, that is to articulate TKYM structure based on 4-pillar model aligned to UDL, Universal Design Learning, SDG 4 and SDG 10. So moving from on now is the 4 convergent pillars and theoretical framework for this model. We looked at Universal Design Learning 3.0. The primary anchor were the 3 principles and identifying the layers, identity layers, neurodiversity paradigm theory, and the focus was on strengths-based autism as variation, ZPD, zone of proximal development, and we looked at scaffolding and co-construction, and self-determination theory, SDT, looking at autonomy, competency, and relatedness, drawing from the research objectives and the theory, with proposing the TKYM model, which is now going to be presented by Tu. Over to you, Tu.
Thank you, Dr. Madhu. Hi, everyone. My name is Tukwayo. I will take it from here and walk you through from the slide 4. So from the theoretical, the TKYM model, we have is grounded in four converging theoretical, traditional, and together they create a rebirth of architecture for autism inclusive education. The UDL 3.0 serves as our primary anchor and providing the three core principles of the representations, action and expressions, and engagement. At the center is the TKYM model itself, informed by all four traditional stimulations. In the ZPD development, underpin our emphasis on scaffolding and core constructions. Neurodiversity paradigm theory shift our lens from deficit to the strengths, and autism as a natural variations, not a disorder. And self-determination theory drive the agency dimensions to the autonomy and competence and relatedness. These four traditions not operate independently. They function as a mutually reinforcing layer that inform each pillar of the model. So in the TKYM model, this four pillar, this four pillar itself stand for four interconnect pillar. So the T is transformative access pathway. This pillar systematically remove physical sensory, and K is a knowledge core constructions, and educator act as a facilitator and not a transmitter. And Y yielding learning agency. This is a more critical pillar. It's cultural self-determinations. And M is a multimodal environment design. This design, the identity layer is a sensory regulation zooms like the AAC tool, visual schedule, and cultural responsive space. So from there, we go to the slide TKYM to UDL. What distinguishes TKYM from pillar UDL application is a flexi alignment with the SDG. As this table shows, each pillar made directly to the UDL 3.0 principle. And SDG 4 target on quality education and SDG 10 target on reducing inequality. This alignment is not cosmetic. Is reposition autism inclusive education as a global development applications, not merely on domestic policy concern. Particularly is the Y and M pillar together address the SDG 10.2. Social economy and political inclusions is a target really operationalized in a special education framework. So in the methodology, we have developed and validated through a three-phase sequential mixed method design within a pragmatic epistemological paradigm. In phase 1, the model 1 is a conceptualization through the systematic literature review is conducting in accordance with the PRISMA 2020 guidelines across the 5 database covering the peer review article from 2020 to 2026. In phase 2,
1 minute.
okay. In the finding, the reverse the picture, the overall UDL implementation mean across the 4 TKYM pillars was 2.8 out of 5, and the rest is findings. So I will pass to my co-presenter Wang Zi.
Hello everyone, I'm Wang Zi, and you can call me Silence. Let's begin the slide 9. Our qualitative analysis generated 4 practitioners themes, each mapped to a TKYM pillar. Theme 1, exercise without accommodation. Centers have ramps and wide corridors, but teaching materials are the same for everyone. Physical exercise is present. Pedagogical accommodation is offset. Theme 2, a SIM2 complaints over co-construction sessions are predominantly one-to-one drills. There is no space for autistic learners to explore or collaboratively build understanding. SIM3.
Okay. Can you go to the conclusions? Because the time is already.
Conclusions. Okay. In closing, the TQYM model advances autism inclusive education from access to accommodation to generally agentic neurodiversity, affirming a practice. For policymaker, TQYM operation is Malaysia's zero rejected policy and translates rights commitments into classroom level action. Is scalable beyond the Clark Valley to the national system as a whole. For practitioners, is offered a structured, pillar-based implementations guide grounded in the strongest available evidence, shifting practice from complaints toward genuine co-constructions. For researchers,
Okay. I think I'm very sorry. The time is really very already past. I think we could stop here and then we go to the Q&A. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much for the presentations. Even though a bit long, yeah. But that's okay because this is 3-person presentations. That's a very sometimes very difficult to control. And now I would like to give applause again. Is there any question from the floor? I hope there is one question. Maybe Wangjing or Sindhu could give questions. No one. Okay.
Can I make a question?
Yes, of course, Heli.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Okay,
thank you
of
for
course.
the presentation. And since we are not since we haven't heard about the all presentation, so I want to ask, what is the most important conclusion from your research or from your paper here?
Hello, Miss
Can you
Manju?
repeat your questions because my line is breaking here?
Okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can
All
hear
right.
you, Manju.
So what's happening and what we have noticed again is this issue of inclusive education for autistic children. And teachers are not really ready for this. And based on our observation, we felt there was a need to come up with a model to help bridge this gap again on being able to teachers to be able to have this positive setting of creating inclusive education for children, for specifically for autistic children. Right? And the conclusion is that we need to move towards a more acceptable area of teachers being ready for including autistic children in an autistic or special needs center. So therefore, when we came up with this model, the next conclusion is we've tried to verify and validate the model. However, we need to again expand this to beyond the setting that we have gone into. And we've looked only within urban area. Again, this model can be validated beyond the urban area into other settings within Malaysian context. And we also encourage other future researchers, if they're interested, to take up this model to validate it within their context. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Madhu. I hope that already could answer the question from the Haley. Thank you, Haley, that you did. You are the first person that raising a question in this in the breakout room. Okay, thank you very much, Madhu, Kuliyyah and Wang Chi for the presentations.
Thank you.
Okay. We come to the last sessions. I think so. Haley is already with us. Okay. I hope you could also share your screen. The floor is yours, Haley. It's about the spatial mobility and a sense of belonging. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, Haley. Yes, very clear.
Okay, so the title here is Spatial Mobility and Sense of Belonging, the Micro Trajectories of Chinese Rural Migrants and Returnees. And my name is Hele, and I'm now in the Faculty of Horticulture, Chiba University in Japan. And here, as we can see the figures from the left side, we can see that the percentage of population in rural areas are becoming less than in urban areas since in 2015, which means that people are moving out from rural areas to cities in the past decades. And for the figure on the right side, we can see here, the name here, Hunan province, is where our research area is located. And most people moving out from here to go to the southern part of China, the Guangdong province. You can see the blue parts here. Here is the places where people move out. And the red parts here is where the people who move in, and also where the metropolitan city is located. Here is the current studies, and we can see that research who study the migration of China, mainly they are focused on the objective methods such as the in a big scale data, like in the whole country scale or the province scale. And mainly this will ignore the micro trajectories of the migrants, like how they move from one place to another. And this mainly makes the migration in a one time and a one direction. So we don't know how exactly the people who moves. So we need the smaller scale of the objective, and also the perspective, mainly from the metropolitan cities like in Guangzhou, Beijing, Shanghai. So people study how people move in and how they get into the cities, and we ignore the perspective from the rural area. And also from the linear assimilation theory, it assumes that people live in one place longer, they will come up with a positive emotional connection to the place. But that's mainly the situation before we goes to a high mobility era. And nowadays, there is a new translocal theory comes up in the migration studies, which assumes that our emotional connection to a place, not only just to one place, but we can have our emotional connection to a lot of places and in a lot of forms. So mainly we are studying the rural sense of belongings of rural migrants, people who are moving out from rural area to cities, and to see how they exactly move and how they are feeling to the places, their original places they are located in. So the aim of this study is to explore from a humanistic perspective the complex interaction between the spatial mobility patterns of rural migrants and returnees in China and their sense of belongings throughout their life courses. Here's our study area, as I just explained. It is located in Hunan province, the city. Here is Shuangfeng County, mainly our study area. The figure on the right side shows that the population of rural Shuangfeng decreasing since 2001. This is the time that China joined the WTO system. And until nowadays, it's continually decreasing. So this is a good place for us to research the rural migration. And here's our samples. We collect samples in two stages. One is in the metropolitan city. We find people who were born in Shuangfeng area, and we conduct a face-to-face interview with them. At first, we asked them to tell us their life story since they were born in the rural area until nowadays. And after that, we ask about their emotional connection to the hometown and also to the local residents. And the second stage is we go to Shuangfeng County and ask people about their life story and also about their moving histories and also their connection to the cities and also connection to the hometown. In total, we have 33 samples here. And we can see from the figure of the right down side here, the sample of our records about how they move and their big events in their life. And we have standards for the sample selection. They have to be born in Shuangfeng County with experiments of living there and also experiments urban living or currently living in a city. And they have to be able to select a place to live. And here's our descriptive result. The mean age is, okay, I will save the time here. So highlights here, 6 of them in 33 thinks that they are people who belong to the cities, and the rest of 27 thinks that they still belongs to rural area, belongs to their hometown. But in total, 19 of them are currently living in cities, and 12 of them returns to the hometown, which means that there is a gap between their living decision and their sense of belongings to hometown or to the city area. And here's the 4 types of spatial mobilities here, and I will explain here. So the first type is we call move up. Okay, I will explain the figures first. For the blue part, we can see here is their hometown. The red part is the cities that in the same province. The yellow part is the province, is the cities that out of the province. So we can see the move up pattern, which means that they move up from a smaller geography scale to a higher geography scale and also to an even higher. So this is move up. And for the move down, is that it goes to a highest, the longest way or to their hometown, and then they goes back to a cities inside of province and then go back to their hometown maybe. And the drift out pattern, which means that they goes between the city outside the province and also inside the province, but they choose not to go back to their hometown. And the fourth type, the shuttle type, which means that it goes between the cities outside the province and also their hometown, which means that they still have deep connection to their hometown. Okay, so here in the left side, the table here, we can see the frequency of 4 types. So 13 samples belongs to move up, and 9 belongs to move down, 4 belongs to drift out, and the 7 belongs to the shuttle part, as I explained earlier. So only 6 of the samples still report that they think they belong to the cities, and as we can see, 19 of them now currently living in the city area, which means that there is a gap between their choice and their sense of belonging. And here is one sample we specifically explain the paper. So that's a people who belongs to the move up pattern. So she was born in Shuangfeng County, and she left in the middle school age and goes to metropolitan city in Guangzhou. And she goes to middle school there. She goes to university here, there, and also she found a job in the metropolitan city in Guangzhou. And mainly if we are considering this sample in the linear assimilation theory, she lives even longer time in the city rather than in her hometown. And she has her most life history events in the cities. So we may assume that she has a deeper connection to the city area compared to her hometown. But but in fact, she reports a higher emotional connection to the hometown rather than to the city area. And she thinks that she will come back to the hometown after her retirement. She only lives in the city because she wants a job and she needs incomes from the bigger city, and she cannot find a job in the hometown. So she reports higher emotional connection to the hometown than to the city area. And we go to conclusion here. So in total, we have 4 types of migration patterns: move up, move down, drift out, shuttle, and only 6 migrants of move up pattern report sense of belonging to destination place. And second, emotional connection to a place influences the sense of belonging to a place instead of influenced by time and the distance. And the limitation of our study is we only conduct our survey in one county, and so speak about the province or even bigger, like country scale. This may not be, we cannot say that this can represent the whole situation of the whole country or province. So we may conduct a bigger scale survey to the migration types. And second is that in the paper, we only select 1 samples to explain his history, but actually we have the whole story of the 33 samples. So it's better to explain more samples to explain the patterns and their emotional connection to a place. And for the recommendations that for the local, for the hometown government, we know that people have deeper connection to the hometown, but they choose not to live in the hometown. So they need to put more efforts into the job opportunities and also living conditions and also entertainment conditions in the rural areas to get more people back. For the governments in destination place, so people do not report a higher emotional connection to the cities, so they may find a way to have more people have a sense of belonging in order to increase their life welfare living in the cities. And for future research, we suggest that we study the emotional connection to a place, and we may study the place attachment of the rural migrants to their hometown and to their destination places.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is all.
Yeah. Thank you, Heli, for the presentation and also for the very interesting research regarding about the spatial mobility and the sense of belonging. Okay. I would like to call the question from the floor. I hope there is 1 question or 2 questions. Maybe Ms. Madhu could give a question. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Very interesting study. He lay, right? I call you he.
Thank
Is that
you.
okay? A very interesting study to see the movement of this. Very intriguing to know. I was just a question. What methodology did you apply? I know you did interviews. So was it a narrative, or did you think about doing a narrative approach, or why did you just do interviews?
So
A narrative would have given you a better picture of the whole process, but you adopted the interview approach. Why was that?
yes. So I will explain the whole structure of the study. So this is one part of my PhD dissertation. So in total, I have a questionnaire for 500 and maybe 87 people from these places. And there was a quantitative study about the place attachment to the hometown and also to the destination place. And from the study, we know that people report the positive connection to hometown, also to the destination place, but to the hometown higher. So we want to know why. So people choose to live in the city, but they report a higher place attachment to the hometown. So from this quantitative study, we find 33 samples inside of the samples, participants inside of 500 people, 33 of them. So we ask why you love your hometown, but you do not choose to live in the hometown. You choose to live in the city.
Right.
So we have a interview with them, and first we ask about their life history. It's just like we show here, like how they move. When do you go to school, and when you have a job, when you have a marriage, and when you have a child. And after this part, we ask about their place attachment to the both places and how you conducted this attachment, like why you have a positive feeling to the hometown and to what, like to your child memories, to the parks, to the mountains, or to the rivers, or to the people near you, to your relatives. So we have this whole study about all this part of that. And
my question is
sorry to say that we can only exhibit one part of the.
No, it's fine. My question is, why didn't you adopt a narrative approach rather than just do interviews? Because a narrative will give you a whole story of the beginning to the end.
Yes.
Yes,
as I just said, I have them, but it's not in this paper.
It's okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Haley, for the good presentations and also for all your very good research, and hope that I wish you good luck for the UPhD.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I think could you close the screens? Okay, thank you very much. As we conclude this first session of the 14th Asia Pacific International Conference on Environmental Behaviour Studies in Sokcho, South Korea, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to all of participants for your valuable contributions. And I would also like to express my gratitude to the conference chair, Professor Yusuf, and the organizing committee for inviting me as a co-chair for this first session of the conference. I wish you success for the remainder of the event. Thank you once again. I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference, and I look forward to meeting you again at the future conference. Thank you very much.